Welcome back to another TW Local 591 podcast. This is our Friday Rep Call Recap podcast. My name is Gary Scheibel, your local president. And joining me today is your treasurer, Troy Rhodes. Your vice president is online, Brian Coyne. And your recording secretary, Johnny Binyard, is here today. So thanks for joining, guys. I'll get started right away with the peer support or EAP and benefits update. Short one this week. They're still working on the transition from union benefit planners over to Hub. It's actually moving along quite well. If you have any questions, concerns about it, please contact either Tony Lepore, Ken Moss, or any of your EAP reps in your region. They also want to mention that they have started a WhatsApp chat for each region. The QR codes are posted on Local 591 website. If you ever have any questions, that's the fastest way to get an answer is just to join their WhatsApp chat. So that said, Johnny, you want to handle the ASAP compliance?
Yes. Discussion on the younger, newer AMTs and working together. Let's all remember, none of us came here knowing the job, knowing everything. We all need help, guidance, mentoring, and advice to improve as professionals. This is about working together, informally mentoring, and guiding all to 100% in accordance with standard. Let the MTS do their classroom training and initial qualifications. Crew chiefs and tech crew chiefs can do OJT and requalifications, but AMTs all own the professional task of helping and guiding others when working together.
All right. Well said. Brian, you want to handle the safety update this week?
Safety, pristine safety training. It's not to make you able to train. That's the MTS job. Spill response, even as simple as scooping up oil dry, requires structured training. Do the job only if you're taking the required training. Injury and using Uber, Lyft rideshare service. No, this is not a good practice. Either the company employee or ambulance. Reports of Vice President Avita going to Miami to participate in a RON check. Claims to demonstrate the PPE. All AMT work is within the scope of AMTs, not VPs.
No.
Also, Mike Cochran, the way to solve safety problems is not with PPE. That's the last option. And usually effective in the hierarchy of safety controls, they are in order include elimination, substitution, engineering controls, administrative controls, and the last is personal protective equipment, PPE.
Yeah, so appreciate that, but no, vice president of the company do not work on airplanes. Neither does supervision. Once you leave the union workforce, you're not part of the union workforce, and that's our scope. Troy, you have a good update this week.
Yes.
All right.
The board is in the process of purchasing new hoodies and t-shirts. So please go to www.local591.com and register if you haven't. And for those already registered, verify, update your shirt sizes in the next 2 weeks. We will use those sizes for the order.
Yep. So we're looking at black hoodies, another round of that, because I know we've had a lot of new folks here that weren't around back when we did the last orders. So those will be late fall, looking at delivery because they actually got to make them. Then we're also looking at some T-shirts for Labor Day. So please update your sizes so we can get them in right away.
And I like the reflective strip.
Yeah,
On the
so
back.
the hoodies we're looking at being able to way to put a reflective stripe on the back, so give you a little bit of safety out there, a little bit of PPE when you're wearing it. But that said, Johnny, you want to give your election update?
Yeah. We have 3 Stewart runoff elections that were posted. Balloting ends Monday, June 2nd, 8 a.m. Central Time. They're in Chicago AMT Group, LA MLS Group, and Newark at large. We have DFW Stewart nomination periods that were posted. Nominations end today at 4 p.m. Central Time. The balloting starts Monday, June 2nd at 8 a.m. Central Time and ends Monday, June 9th at 8 a.m. Central Time.
All righty. Brian, you have a grievance update?
Yeah, the grievance update. Myself and several board members are still reviewing all grievances not closed out for resolution effort, both pre-JCBA and also post-JCBA. GRB, the Grievance Review Board, moved up a week for scheduling conflicts to June 17th and 18th. 591 already prepped for all existing grievances for this session. 19 alfalfa arbitration. Arbitration chosen 2 consecutive days for presenting the cases, expected to be around November.
Yep, that's right. So speaking of field trips, that's what 19 Alfalfa is about. Chris Horvath did give his update for the week. He tracked 29 line field trips and 8 base field trips. He gave a reminder, if you want to get a qualification to kind of maximize your field trip opportunities and the company hasn't scheduled you for that training, make sure you send an email so you have some kind of tracking on it to your supervisor manager asking for the training. This starts the paper trail, like I was saying, and to prove your request if it ever gets to a grievance when you're getting bypassed for a field trip. In the meantime, we continue to have our discussions with MOC on some of their requirements for field trips, some of the decisions that they made, some of the qualifications they're placing on the field trip request. So more to come on that. We have another meeting with them coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So that said, Brian, you want to cover the swaps?
Yeah, swaps and work brain and the headache. So we'll probably all received the email from workforce admin telling us about the swaps problem on field trips. We know that work brain can't properly handle swaps that are changed even before a field trip is called. WorkBrain is coding that time period, even if you changed a swap to a third person days before the field trip is called, as 1 times pay while on the field trip. This is not correct. If the swap on off was traded away before the field trip was called, you should get paid 1.75 times pay. While working, you only get 1 times pay if actual swap on off was in WorkBrain when on the field trip is called. So stay tuned on this. There's more to come. This is, they're not doing it. So we got to sit there and force them to sit there and monitor, and we'll find out. There's more to come on this. This is a big topic right now. So you got to monitor it.
Yep. Thanks, Brian. Johnny, you want to give the update on our quarterly schedules?
Yes, we completed the Northeast region in JFK 2 weeks ago, and we completed the West region in San Francisco this week. Next week, Central region in Chicago, Tuesday. Anyone in the system that can watch and ask questions in any meeting virtually by registering via Zoom. The meeting info is posted on each region.
Yeah, and I'll just add that the Southeast meeting is now scheduled for June 18th. That was the first availability for the auditorium in Miami. So June 18th, Wednesday, that will be posted here soon. One other thing I'll add is, and it's been a lot of people have done it, is please subscribe to our Local 591 YouTube site so you can get these videos instantaneously. You'll get the notification right away instead of waiting on us to make sure it's posted on our website. So that's our podcast for today. Anything else, gentlemen?
No.
Brian, anything else from you?
Stay safe, everybody.
All right. Well, I do appreciate Brian, Troy, and Johnny joining me for this podcast. That will be our podcast for today. If you ever have any topics you want us to discuss, or if you have questions on anything that we talked about here, please send your questions in or the topics to info@local591.com, and we'll get right back to you. Thanks again for joining us.